Most manufacturers are offering software with the purchase of displays. And with that, they're also offering, content libraries and content packaging. But where most, if not all manufacturers, they are lacking in content libraries and the software in which they deliver that tool to you. I think as a business owner, it's important to recognize that this element or this medium of advertising requires a high level of experience and expertise to be able to deliver the best of the messaging. Doesn't mean that you can't do it yourself, but being able to utilize tools to cut your time and to improve the quality of the content and the messaging that you want to use is something that you need to consider. And I do believe that, including Next LED, that there are some limitations in manufacturer software and the libraries that they offer. They're good, but they're not great. And that's where we started Project Content 2.5 years ago to solve that problem, to create better tools to allow customers to get the most of their digital signs, regardless of who the manufacturer is.
Awesome. So where do you think content packages go wrong when they're attached to these signs? It seems like it's been an afterthought for so long in the industry, maybe because of, I don't know, I'm just guessing, but maybe because the definitions weren't high enough for it to be transmittable onto the face to the customer, on the face of the sign rather. Maybe that's why, or maybe it's a different reason, but it seems like it's taken a back seat for so long. Yet you're telling me you should really think about content first, what you want to get across first, and then choose, in conjunction with that, choose the sign that's going to be able to do that, rather than vice versa, get the best price or get whatever variable you want in the sign, and then think about content afterwards. That's been going on for quite a long time, from what I understand. What do companies get wrong with content packages?
Well, I definitely think that most manufacturers or custom electric sign companies who are delivering this product to the regional marketplaces have known that content has been an issue for a long time. And when it has been provided as a solution, it's always been added on the back end. And it's usually only been added when customers do have that doubt of, how am I going to do this? I sell pet food supplies. The only graphic design tool I know how to use is Microsoft PowerPoint,
Right.
or Microsoft Paint.
Right.
And so when customers have those objections or have those doubts, that's where I've seen a lot of people come in and try to offer packages.
Right.
So whereas there are good dealers out there like Guthman who's promoting content the way it should be at the beginning, most are not. And that's where I think the problem's been, is that by doing it on the back end, it's like a Band-Aid just to close the sale and get on with it. And so what happens is a small business or even a large corporation that has multiple locations gets into this high technology piece of equipment, this type of software that nobody goes to school to learn how to do. And then they're putting it on the backs of either an hourly employee or a marketing agency that's already spread thin.
Right.
And so when you have all those things working against you, it's very easy for your digital sign to have generic content that's not standing out and is not generating a good ROI. And so from a content package perspective, I think that if a business owner goes into this thinking, I'm not going to put 85% octane or 85 octane into my Ferrari, I'm going to put the top of the line fuel into my Ferrari of a marketing machine, they can make the right choice up front, have the correct expectations of what this is going to take, and be committed to making it do what it's supposed to be doing. And if you can get that whole line correct in the process, that buying journey, then you're going to, as a business owner, be way more excited and way more profitable and have more attendance, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish with your display, than you would have ever dreamed of with this technology.
Awesome. That's perfect. Yeah, it makes sense. This is why we're doing this video, to get this out there. I mean, absolutely. Think about content first and consider it first before you think about anything else, really.
Yeah, because you mentioned it earlier. I mean, this is a marketing tool, and this is a part of your media package. And so just as you would care about how you're going to look in front of a television commercial or how you're going to sound or be perceived on a radio ad, it's all the same. And you need to be prepared with what it takes to make the best image possible to your customers.
Yeah, and we hear it every single day. I hear it from our guys every single day. I deal with it every day. And it's kind of the old garden signs that everyone still sees out there with the monochrome red, and it's got you know 2 lines of text on it that say, you know, church on Sunday 10 a.m. or hot dogs for sale, whatever it is. But it's literally just 3 or 4 words in a text-only format with no background, with no outline, nothing different to look at. It's absolutely an invisible sign design.
Yeah.
That's what I call them, invisible, because no one can see it. It's like it's not even there, because like we were talking about earlier with that negative bias or the differentiation bias, I think it's called, whatever. The idea is that something different is what our eye, what our brain looks at,